where I am streaming live on my YouTube channel and on Zoom. Today we're streaming from our holiday and I'm joined by my amazing mum. You're 78? Yes. 78-year-old mum, Kumud Shah, who you may have seen is a cookery writer, the originator of the Feel Good with Food and then Feel Good with Lavina brand. We're on holiday. How are you feeling, mum?
Wonderful.
So we wanted to make sure we do our weekly workout with you all. We are streaming live, so do join in with us. Please make sure you're subscribed. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe for free. Mum is just marching on the spot. We've got a few little bits of equipment with us. I've got a rucksack that I can use as additional weight for some of the exercises on my back. Mum has got a resistance band, but we've only got one, so we're improvising. If you have a pair of old tights, we're going to use something with a little bit of stretch. I've got a gown tie, so I'm going to try and do some of it with that. And we've got some lightweight, so you could use some plastic bottles, some tin cans, some dumbbells, if you have them. So we always start our Feel Good fitness prescription, and we do have participants on Zoom as well. So if you'd like to join on Zoom, just sign up to my free newsletter on my website and you'll get all the details. But we always start, Mum, you can relax now, with a bit of breathing, what I call a breath snack. And you may have seen in my book, The Feel Good Fix, there's lots of science and explanation why breathing is so important for us. We're going to take a mindful minute because getting set up was a little bit stressful out of the house. So we're here now. I'm going to need this breathing. All I ask you to do is just close your eyes for a minute. We're going to try and move from my fight or flight mode, which we're typically in, into a nice calm, kick in the parasympathetic nervous system, just to relax the mind and body. So I would encourage you to close your eyes, maybe place your hands on your lap, maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, to really increase the breathing, breathing in through the nose, exhaling maybe through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels good for you. Just focusing on some nice deep breaths first. Just tuning into your breath, positive inhales, releasing any negativity on the exhales. And then we're going to do a simple breath snack, one that's in my book. We're going to breathe in for the count of 5 or 6. We'll stick to 5 today. And breathe out for the same amount, up to 5, just do what you can. It's nice, coherent, resonant breathing, really, really effective. So we're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep your eyes closed. We just did 5 rounds. Just a breath snack before you open your eyes. Just check in with your body. How do you feel? Yep, Mum, we're going to rub our hands in front of us, generate some heat, keep the eyes closed, and then bring those hands to your closed eyes. Take a positive inhale. When you're ready, just open your eyes with your hands still there, letting in a bit of light. It is 30 degrees here in Turkey. We can see the sun shining, but just imagine you're in a lovely, hot country, letting in the sunlight. Inhale, exhale. When you're ready, release the hands away. How are you feeling? Do you feel different after a minute or so?
Very relaxing.
Very good. So use that in your Feel Good toolkit. What we're going to do is we're going to focus today's workout on our legs, specifically our knee strength, but we're going to warm up the whole body as we usually do. So we're going to start with a bit of mobility. Mum can do everything seated. If you'd like, you can also get up and stand. So I'll show you the standing options. We're going to do a full body roll down, Mum. So you're going to come towards your chest towards your thighs, just rolling into a forward fold. So here we're letting a bit of the blood flow to the brain. And then when you're ready, engage your stomach muscles. You're going to roll up really nice and slow, as if each vertebra by vertebra is coming up nice and slow. Head, neck and shoulders up last. So now let's take a positive inhale. We'll do that again. So breathing in, then exhale. You're going to come into that forward fold position. Once more, just let everything go. You can even sway side to side. If you're standing, you might feel a nice stretch in the backs of your legs. Then get to the middle, engage your stomach muscles, and then slowly, slowly unravel the spine. Head and shoulders coming up last. We're going to then start with a few neck circles. So we're just going to take 3 in each direction, just circling out the head as if there's a clock dial in front of you. There's some lovely mobility snacks like this with QR codes straight to the videos in my book, just circling round. I call them snacks, just change direction, because each little bit of movement we do counts. Exercise snacking, as I call it. Really effective to sprinkle in through your day. Anytime you're seated, we're at the sofa, you could do these when you're watching TV, when you're working from home. We're going to do some shoulder circles now. So I'm bringing my shoulders up and round as if there's a nice, drawing a circle with my shoulders. I'm engaging my stomach muscles this whole workout. So imagine sucking in your belly button towards your spine. Does that feel good, Mum? And then change directions. We're doing things in different directions to keep our brains fit, to help us reduce our risks of things like dementia and Alzheimer's, just getting those brains fired up, keeping them fit, as physical activity is one of the best ways to do that. We're then going to move into big circles with the arms to have a bit of space, circling round. How does that feel? Good? Nice big opener. Really important to do mobility. Let's change direction. A lot of people say their joints get stiff. I hear of osteoporosis, osteopenia as well, even through menopause with joint pain. So we're going to try and lubricate our joints by keeping them supple. Now, Mum, you can lift one leg up. You could stay seated. If you're able to balance, please balance, but always have some support near you. So either the wall or a chair or something so you don't fall over. Engage your stomach muscles, and we're going to try and circle out a straight leg, Mum. So can you keep it straight? And just maybe small circles. Just point the toes. Straight leg. Can you feel that in your hips? So you're going to keep your hips nice and straight, pointing forwards, and change direction. Your leg might start feeling a bit heavy. Does that feel okay? Yeah. And relax. Good. Other leg. So if you're standing, please make sure you've got support. We're doing a little bit of balance work if you're standing. Otherwise, Mum, straight leg. Really circling out, focusing on this hip joint here. Trying to keep that nice and mobile. Gets really tight if you're sitting for long periods. 2 and 1. One final one Mum nearly started doing, which is just circling out your ankles and your wrists. So we'll do one at a time, or you can seat and try and do both, just circling out the wrists and change direction again. A little bit of coordination for our brains. Relax there, and the other side, circle out. So a little bit of mobility. You could just add this first few minutes in, play it back anytime on YouTube, anytime you're sitting too long. Really, really good to lubricate the joints. So we're going to grab the band or the belt, and we're going to move into my famous shoulder floss, which has its own snack in the book. So I'm just going to show you one example. Mum, you can start doing the shoulder floss if you're comfortable over the chair. And I'm going to show everyone this quick snack here to show you how easy it is. It is literally like a little recipe. It's got a QR code straight to the videos. It tells you all the benefits of it as well. So happy Diwali, lots of people are saying on YouTube. Thank you so much. Good morning and welcome. Beautiful. So here we're trying to get the belt. I'm using a gown tie, a band, a pair of old tights, up and over, but a lot of people struggle. So you can bend the arms. You might not have to go all the way up and round. Just look at what your range of movement is. This is your feel-good workout. So you just listen to your body. How does that feel, Mum?
I can't go longer than this because it's a very
tight band. So can you loosen it up, please? Loosen up right to the end, and then try and go up and over.
Oh, yeah, that's better. Yeah.
And you've got a chair behind you. So do you want to stand up and try one or two? It'll give you a little bit more range. So let me see. I'm going to check Mum's shoulders. So Mum is always on Zoom with me, and I'm usually with my mother-in-law, my other mum. So today I'm going to check her form, and I'm checking, which is why I say in the book, try and do this in front of the mirror. So you can see if one side is sometimes more common, it's going to be higher than the other, your dominant side. Try and do a little shoulder floss, as I call it, every day. Can you feel that, Mum?
Yes.
So breathing in and breathing out. You don't have to go all the way up and round. I'm going to show you the modification, maybe bending the elbows, not going as far round. Back is nice and straight. Maybe do 2 more. We've done quite a few, so you should be able to feel this. Lovely. And you're trying to get that full range of movement in the shoulder joint.
Yeah.
Good? Brilliant. So let's leave that one there. What we're going to do is we're going to start focusing on our lower body today. I've said we're going to focus on knee strength, and that's specifically because my mum, very common at this age, she's 78, gets some knee pain. There's probably some osteoporosis, osteoarthritis in there, in the knees, even so she might not want to admit. She's very active. She's been doing a lot of walking on the holidays, but knees generally need strengthening. So I'm going to show some examples. We're going to tie your band or belt. It's going to be a little bit difficult with the gown tie around your thighs. If it doesn't feel comfortable, please don't worry, and you don't have to have it tied up. You could just do it without anything. So I'm going to show you 2 options. If you're able to, Mum, you're going to start with your feet a little bit closer, and you're going to step out and in. A step out, we're going to do the same foot, yeah, 10 times. Now, can you see I'm standing? I've gone into a slight bend in the knee, so almost like a squat position. I'll show you from the side. We're just moving the step out and in. How does that feel? Does that feel okay, Mum?
Very good.
Good. Out and in. Lovely. My back is nice and straight. Stomach muscles are in. Keeping your spine straight. We did about 10. Let's change direction. So if you have a little band, it's giving you that resistance that you're working against. Here, I've got a gown tie. It's actually working really well. It's not fallen off yet. Good. Out and in. So where can you feel this, Mum? Can you feel your leg just having to move out and in? Good. Lovely. 5 and 4. Brilliant. 3. Good. And 2 and 1. Lovely. Then we're going to stay with a little like your hip distance, your feet. And all you're going to try and do is pulse out your legs in and out. So this will be slightly harder with a gown tie, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm using it as resistance. So Mum, you're pushing out your knees against the band and bringing them back in. Out and in. Yep.
It's very good with the band.
Good. Can you feel that? And in.
Feel the resistance.
Good. And if you can't, you can tighten your band. If you haven't got a band, you can still do these little squeezes. So I'm moving the knees out and in. I'm just squeezing against the band. So you start working your outer thighs, your inner thighs. These are all the muscles in our legs that support the knees, yeah, around the knees. So we want to strengthen all the muscles, because sometimes when you have weak knees, the other muscles have to start compensating. So we want to strengthen all the lower body. 2 and 1. Good. Relax. If you've been in that bent knee position like I was standing, just give it all a little shake. Maybe do a few circles out here. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you seated and a standing option. So Mum, we're going to carefully take your band off. And if you're seated, because I have all ages, some that can't stand independently, we're going to start doing heel raises up and down. So you're lifting your heels up and down, yep? So you start feeling it in your calf muscles here. Now I'm going to show you one standing option, Mum. So if you could just carefully come up to standing. We're going to use, just move out, I'm going to move your chair slightly. So we're going to use Mum's chair here. She's going to stand here, supported, and she's going to try and go up and down, up and down. So your feet are about hip width apart, Mum. Give that a little go. Let's see how that feels. I'm going to show the seated option, up and down. Good. How does that feel?
Right.
Pointing up
Yeah.
and down. Good.
So do you need to do it straight away or wait?
Breathe out and in. Yes, so try and keep it fluid. So as soon as your heels go down, you come back up. Some of you on Zoom, my amazing Zoom participants that are a bit more advanced, are able to do it without any support. So again, always have a wall or something there in case you feel unsteady. But I'm doing it now without support, up and down. Now you could do these heel raises every time the kettle's boiling, right? Yep, anytime you are just hanging around. Maybe when you're in the kitchen, Mum, and you're waiting for the broccoli to boil, steaming vegetables, sorry, not even boiling, we always steam to keep those nutrients in, up and down. When something's in the toasters in the toaster or something's in the oven, you've got those little micro movements where you can add into your existing activities. Can you feel that yet?
Yeah, I can feel it in my calf.
Good. So this is your calf here. Now, one amazing trick about this, you can carry on doing them if you want, is that these calf, the soleus muscles, help to absorb excess blood sugar. So I use this trick, as I've mentioned in my book, after meals to help control my blood sugar levels. So if you're in a restaurant and you're stuck at a dinner table, keep that there, Mum. We're going to keep that chair there for a minute. We're going to do a few more. So Mum is now going to move, let me just practice this. You're going to move slightly further away. So we are using the back of a chair or maybe even the back of your table. You're going to move slightly further away because you've got a bit of support. We're going to lift the knee up towards your chest, yep? So we're doing single knee raises here. You could do this without the chair, or if you're seated. So Mum, you do it there. I'm going to do it here. How's that? Is that a good idea? Yeah. So you've got a bit of space. You're going to use your stomach muscles as well to really engage and lift the knee up. So I'm doing it seated here, back nice and straight. I'm lifting my leg up, thinking about my stomach muscles here, my lower abdominals lifting up. So we've got a bit of teamwork here because I'm making sure the chair is nice and stable by sitting on it. Good. You could do this on your sofa. I'm giving myself a little high five. 5, good. 4, I know. 3, I'm looking at us. 2 and 1. How does that feel? Good. So that's another really good one just to add in, and that's a little bit getting your heart rate up as well. We could have done that standing. Now the next one we're going to do is we're going to do a side leg raise. So what I want you to do, Mum, is to straighten, you're going to straighten your leg. Let me demonstrate. So Mum's going to hold on to support. You could always do this by the wall. And she's just going to bring the straight leg out to the side. So she's starting to balance on this leg. So that leg stays nice and still. It's taking your body weight. She's going out and in. So you start there, and I'll just show you from the front. We're going out and in. So we're trying not to move the upper body, Mum. So we're just getting the movement with a straight leg. Can you feel that? You don't have to go really far out. Could keep it smaller, but keep that leg straight. So try not to bend it even when it comes back in. So can you keep it straight and straight? Yep. Where do you feel that?
All over, actually.
Like where? Tell me where.
Calf And the legs.
So can you start feeling it also on your thighs, on the side muscles? Yep.
These are the muscles.
And your glutes. Yep, your bottom is going to have to move that leg out and in. So let's do about 10 on each side. Over time, you could get a little bit wider. If you can't stand, I'm going to show you the seated option here. So I would just have one leg straight, out and in, out and in. Good. Shall we go for a few more? Lovely. We'll move this gown tie out. We don't need that anymore. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Wow, I can see Vinu Uncle, who's one of my legends, I should say, on Zoom. And Mum, he's doing it standing, but he's counterbalancing. He's using his arm as well. So let's do the other leg. You could even do one arm supported, one arm not supported. Good, Vinu Uncle, you're giving us great ideas here, little advancements. Well done. He's on my Zoom community, which you can join just by signing up to my free newsletter. It will send out the Zoom details, out and in, and relax. Can you feel that?
Yeah, all over.
Good. So,
Especially the pelvic floor.
lovely. So just march it out. We're going to add in our little cardio snack, which you can even do seated here. We're going to do about a minute of marching. So, Mum, you can have a little seat. Do you want to sit down?
Yeah.
For a minute? Good. Let's just check we've got everything there.
It's warm, so I need to take my socks off.
Good. So you can come back and sit there. Yeah, it's 30 degrees here. So just march it out while Mum gets comfortable. We're going to just keep marching for about, you could go faster here. You could get your steps in. You could go a little bit slower. Beautiful work. And relax. Amazing. So we're going to move on to some seated exercises now. But again, I'll show you a standing option. So we're going to do our leg extensions, which I say are one of the best ways to strengthen your quadriceps. If you're able to stand, I would use the wall or a chair as support. What you can do is lift the knee up, Mum. You're going to lift it up. Then we're going to extend and in. Keep extending. Extend and in. So if you're seated, it's like you're just extending and in. Can we do the same leg for about 10? Good. Obviously, I've got balance here because I've been practicing my balance every day when I brush my teeth, like it says in my book. So my balance has got really much better, but you do need support. I don't want anyone balancing without support. So I don't want anyone falling over. Can you feel this?
Yes.
Where can you feel it, Mum?
I can feel it all over my whole leg.
Good. So now can we hold out as a little challenge, or you can keep moving. We can hold out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Did you start feeling it in your quadriceps?
Absolutely.
So these muscles, when we talk about knees, we want to strengthen specifically the quadriceps here. Good. So should we do the other side? So I'm going to show you again from the side. I'm going to lift the leg up. I'm going to make sure I don't come in too close and kick you, and squeeze. Now think about your mind to muscle connection. We're thinking about building strength, lean muscle mass, the key to longevity. The more muscle you have, yeah, it's so important. Think about really working these muscles.
This is excellent.
Good, because the science is showing us, Mum, if we focus our mind on the muscles that we want to work, they will get stronger. We will get better results. 2 and 1. We've got that last challenge to maybe hold out for 5 seconds. 4, really tighten, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. How did you find it?
Excellent. This is one of the best.
Oh, that's her favorite.
I can feel it in my muscles.
How do we find it on Zoom? Give me some thumbs up on YouTube. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube for free, because then you'll get notified of all the new content. But just communicate with me whenever you play this back. We are marching again on the spot, getting our steps in. So that's a really Mum's favorite exercise so far. So what we're going to do next is, for those that can stand, we're going to start doing our sit and stand. So that's where you come off your chair and you're going to come from a position. So I'll show you. If you can't stand, you're going to do more of the last exercise. You're going to do more of these leg extensions. Otherwise, you've got support. You've got your chair. I've got my sofa. My feet are just over hip width apart, Mum. Your back is nice and straight. Big smiles, because I want you to enjoy. The endorphins should start getting released now, so we should feel really good. You're going to try and stand up, but we're going to make sure our knees always go out in line with our toes. They never come in towards each other. We're just going to do body weight sit and stands to start off with. Just standing up, squeezing the glutes, breathing out, coming slowly down, touching your chair or sofa and squeezing up. Can we do about 10, Mum? Can you count? 7. Can you count down? Good. Count up to 10. I'm going to just turn our AC up a little bit. Good. Keep going. Good. Lovely work. Good, good, good. Keep going, Mum. Great work. And once. They're looking really good. I was checking with my mum, because I never get to see her in person. She's on Zoom on our Friday sessions, that your knees also stay behind your toes. So as you're coming up, have a little check. Can you see your toes?
I can.
Good, because then you're protecting your knees. You're not putting too much load. We don't want the knees to come forward, yeah?
No.
So the weight is in your heel as you're coming up. Relax for a minute. The next challenge for those that are ready or have been doing sit and stands or squats for a while is to then add in a little bit of weight. So Mum, you've got some plastic bottles there. I'm actually going to show you me adding in a rucksack, which I often say, but because I'm on holiday and I've brought my rucksack with me and we're limited on weight, I'm going to have, it's quite a heavy rucksack. I'm going to have that on my back, and I'm going to do the same again. Now, even if you're seated and doing your leg extensions, you could hold out a little weight, and then you could just hold it out and do your leg extensions, or keep the weight close to your chest, and we're going to come up again. Should we do 10 more? Lovely. Squeezing up. Good. And inhale down. Lovely. Good squats, Mum. They're looking really strong. Well done, everyone. Yay. 7. Squeeze up. Great work.
6.
Good. Everyone count loud. You can adjust your weight. Play this back and go a little bit heavier when you're ready.
4.
And slow it down. Squeeze up. I'm feeling this. Are you?
2.
She's making it look easy today. She's energized. And 1. Relax there. Well done. So you could add in a little rucksack like I've got here, or you could improve by literally adding in more weight. So now we're going to do something slightly different, Mum. You are actually going to come and take a little lie down. We don't often show things lying down, but we are today because there's some lovely exercises you can do lying down. So put your head there, lie on your back.
Okay.
And what Mum is going to demonstrate, so if you're able to lie down, you can. If you can't lie down, don't worry, I'm going to show you everything seated, yep? So what we're going to do here is we are going to bend both legs, Mum. So bend at your knees. I'm going to demonstrate first. Mum's going to keep her back nice and imprinted in the mat, so on the floor. And you're going to just slide one leg, keep the other one bent, lengthen that one out and bring it back in. Now, can you slide your foot down the mat, out and in? Now think about these muscles. Think about your stomach muscles staying nice and tight. Your pelvis is nice and level, as if you've got a drink on your belly. You don't want to spill. And then you're going to lift your leg out. It's an extension. and in. Now, I'm going to show you the seated version. So I hope you can all see me. I'm extending one leg out and back in. Out and in. Good. It looks easy, but you could do this last part of the workout in bed. And I'm showing you this because this is great exercises you can do before you even get out of bed, or maybe at the end of the day. So I'm tying it into our sleep habits, yeah? So it becomes part of your bedtime routine. How does that feel?
Very good.
Good. So it looks easy, but these are physio-approved exercises for knee strengthening. So you can obviously do about 10 or 5 and then increase the amount that you do. Should we do the other leg? So sliding out and in. Where do you feel this?
The whole leg.
Good. So you're using your muscles. You're extending and coming back in. You could do this seated, or you could do this lying down.
You can even feel the abdominal.
I was going to say, it is working your core, your stomach muscles as well, because it's actually that has to stay nice and stabilized. It's nice and still. You're breathing at the same time. You can slow it down, extend and in. You could do the seated ones just when you're watching TV. When you're going to bed, you can do this little lying down sequence that we've got. Brilliant. So what I'm going to get you to do next is you're going to keep one leg out. Sorry, we're going to put a pillow under your knee. You don't have to have a pillow. You could just have a towel. Just going to keep one leg bent. This leg, you're going to press in to maybe a pillow or towel or anything you've got under your knee, or even if you're happy with it flat on the mat, that's fine. You're going to try and lift this leg straight leg, up and down. Good. Keep it nice and straight. What's that?
Not pressing it in.
So you're going to press towards the ground now, press into that cushion to straighten the leg out and then bring it up and down. So what my mum is doing is lifting up and down. Now I could do this standing, I could do it seated, but actually lying down, again I'm showing you because you could do this before bed, so you've got this whole workout saved, so do not worry. You can play this last bit down as a bed snack, literally these exercises. Can you feel that yet, Mum? So each time you come down, press your knee into the cushion, yeah? So you're pushing it down, straightening and releasing. Yeah, and can you feel this? Good. Are you breathing? Yes. Yeah, breathe out and in. Like use your breath to really pull, contract and release. You've probably done about 10, so you're going to change sides. So I'm going to practice them seated. My leg is nice and straight and I'm lifting up and down. Really straight. I can feel this. All my muscles have to work. The straighter that leg, so you could even flex your toes, Mum, towards you. Does that feel different? And down. Don't just keep it flexed all the way, even when it goes down. Keep the toes flexed. Can you feel that?
Yes.
One side is easier.
Well, right is always easier.
Because you're right-handed. Good. And if you're able to, even if you've got a bit of support, you could do these standing, lifting up and down. Brilliant. Relax there. You're going to go back to the first leg. And this time, so in between, you can just circle out the ankles if you want, Mum. So circle out your ankles, because you have literally worked your ankles. Just give them a little circle out. Good. This time, we're going to do a few circles. And I know Tarun Auntie does these as well. She's on my amazing Zoom community. There's so many of you that I talk to after the sessions, and they've been joining me for years now. But she mentioned this one. Tarun Auntie's live with me at the moment. So she also does, and you've probably seen my mother-in-law, had a lot of knee issues, but she's been doing these exercises every single day. And that's when consistency pays off. She's going to do a few leg circles. So you're going to relax one leg. I think we can get rid of the cushion, or just let's see if you like it. You can keep it by the side and just see if you need it. You're going to keep one leg pressed down or even a bent leg, whatever feels good. You can bend one leg. And then the other leg is going to do little circles, Mum. So it's going to lift up and you're going to circle. This time you can point the leg. Good. So I'm doing these seated. Good. Pointing the leg. Can you make big circles with your straight leg? Could go a little bit bigger. You're keeping your pelvis nice and stable. Very good. I'm going to try standing. So I've got a little bit of support, or I would balance and I would just circle out if you're not lying down. I'm just giving you some more options. How does that feel?
Lying down, doing this is difficult than standing up.
I was going to say, it is, right? Because you really have to work and your leg is heavy. Your leg feels heavy to lift. So you're actually using your muscles, I think, probably a little bit more. Should we do the other leg? So maybe 5 in each direction. And you might feel that you can do bigger circles over time. You might be able to do more circles. Can you feel that? This is really good for our hips again. We want to keep the ball and socket joints nice and mobile and supple. So good work. I know we're doing something slightly different today, but I've been wanting to show these for a while. Relax there. So now you could just point and flex your legs. Just point and flex, just circle out. So here I'm just literally pointing the toes, flexing the foot, point and flex. So should we do that on each leg 5 times, or you can do both together? Point and flex. Good. So do you feel that point all the way down the front and back? Good. Pointing and releasing. How are we getting on? Good?
Excellent.
Lovely. And last one. And relax. Good. The other thing we can do now is you can try and hug one knee or both knees in. So I'm just showing you the last few exercises that you can do as a little sort of stretch, a little reward. So you could do this seated or standing. So you can hug one knee in. I'm doing it on the chair. Mum's doing it lying down. You could even circle out your ankles at the same time and the other direction and release. And then the other one, so you can hug that knee in. I'm sitting nice and tall, just circling out. How does it feel lying down?
This is very relaxing.
Yeah, good. A nice little stretch snack to reward yourself for everything you've done. We've done quite a few new exercises today that I hope you can play back on YouTube and just keep familiarizing yourself. You can hug both knees in, Mum. And if you can't hug knees in, we can just literally wrap our arms around our knees and just give ourselves a little hug. Good. Lovely work. And then what Mum's going to do is she's going to put can you bend your knees in one side and your arms out to the other? So can you see, I'm just going to move this pillow. You're just going to have a nice supine twist. So what we're going to do on the chair is we're going to sit nice and tall and we're just going to twist round. So I'm just twisting my upper body, my torso round, holding there. Mum is twisting her knees to one side. Her arms are flat on the ground, keeping your shoulder blades as close to the ground as possible. And you're turning your head the opposite way to your knees, Mum, just to get lovely back release. That's such a good one that you can do when you're lying down. So give that one a go. You can hold in one direction, breathe and relax. And then when you're maybe on your left side or your right side, just curl up into a ball and slowly come to seated when you're ready. So come up to seated however you can. And we're going to do one final stretch. So Mum, stay seated there. We're going to stretch out our legs. So you're going to keep them nice and straight in front of you. Just stay where you are. Lovely. Just straightening out the legs. I'm sitting on the sofa behind you, Mum. So we're going to lengthen out by lifting our arms up. Have nice straight legs. And we're going to do both together. We're going to just try and fall forward. So we're bringing our chest towards our thighs, maybe touching our toes, but do not worry if you can't. maybe just resting your hands on your shins, even your thighs, but just lengthen the leg. Relax your shoulders, let everything go. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, so really lengthening out. And Mum, if you struggle, I'm going to pass her the band, which is here. If you're struggling to touch your feet, you can. Yeah, but it might be easier to loop the band around you and then just relax and lean forward. And there we go. Can you feel that? Relax your head and neck. Good. You can flex your feet towards you. 3 deep breaths. 2 in and out. And last one. And release. Brilliant work. So while Mum comes up to standing in her own time, we're going to start giving ourselves some feel-good hugs, because you know they are my favorite. And I've actually got my mum here, which is very rare. She's always on Zoom. So we're going to give ourselves a hug if you're on your own. All we're going to do, or if you've got a partner, she's ready to give me a hug. We're going to open out our arms. This is also in my book. Breathe in lots of positivity. Really arch the back. Inhale. And then exhale. Either wrap your arms around yourself or someone you love, or a partner, or we're sending you all big hugs. Well done, Mum. Super, super work. Have a little seat. We're going to do our feel-good finish. You want to come and sit over here? Good. Have a little seat. We're going to do our feel-good finish. So slightly different session today, focusing on knee strength. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know on the YouTube comments, things you can do in bed as well. So no excuses, but we're going to take a nice final big positive inhale, breathing in lots of positivity. Exhale any negativity, tension, anxiety, hopefully all away. One final big positive inhale. Capture it all. Meet your hands at the top. Bring it down to your amazing heart center. Take a moment. I'm going to say a moment of gratitude. I'm very grateful to be on holiday with my family and have my mum with me, which is very special right now. And I'm very grateful to you all for joining in. Be grateful to our bodies, whatever you manage to do. I hope you feel good. One thing I ask of you is to share my workouts with anyone, a friend, a neighbor, a relative, even your children. If it can just help one more person, that is my wish. They're all saved on YouTube for you, and I will be back in the UK next week doing this with my mother-in-law. So thank you, Mum. How do you feel?
I feel wonderful. Thank you, Lavina. You're the best.
How long have you been doing them? You've been doing them for about 4 years?
Same time that you started, yeah.
And have you seen any little benefits or things you want to share?
Yes, I think I'm still mobile because of all this.
She's very active. We've been doing a lot of walking on
And
this
swimming. I've been swimming in the sea for an hour every single day.
Every day. And we normally do the swimming exercises online, virtually. We do our virtual swims as part of the cardio section. And I always say that used to be a Mombasa in Africa coast girl. She's now swimming in the sea like we always imagine, right?
It's lovely. It's so refreshing.
Swimming is brilliant. So keep it up, Mum, and I hope these knee exercises help you.
This is a very good session today.
Aww.
Thank you, everybody.
Lots of love. Thank you for joining us, and do make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. I will come and talk to everyone on Zoom, sending you lots and lots of love. Have a great day. Let's say bye to YouTube.